All right, today let's talk about why professional management reduces liability exposure in Pahrump, Nevada. Owning rental property can be a strong investment, but it also comes with legal and financial responsibilities that many landlords underestimate. From suitability standards to fair housing compliance, even a small oversight can expose you to unreasonable demands. As rental laws evolve and tenant expectations increase, protecting yourself from accountability is more important than ever. When you work with a professional property management team, you gain structured systems, legal awareness, and supervision that significantly reduce your risk exposure. We help you stay compliant, organized, and protect you so that you can focus on growing your investment rather than worrying about potential lawsuits. Key takeaways: professional management ensures consistent compliance with Nevada rental laws and fair housing regulations. Routine inspections and proactive maintenance reduce damage claims and legal disagreements. Structured documentation and accurate accounting practices strengthen your defense during audits or legal challenges. Strong lease compliance and thorough tenant screening prevent many evictions and obligations before they arise. The growing liability risks for Pahrump rental owners. Pahrump continues to attract renters seeking more affordable options outside of Las Vegas. With increased rental demand comes enhanced oversight. Landlords must navigate the following: Nevada landlord-tenant laws, fair housing regulations, security deposit compliance, property habitability standards, proper notice procedures, lease enforcement. If you accidentally violate even one of those requirements, you may face penalties without rent or legal action. Many owners attempt to manage their properties independently, only to discover that staying compliant requires consistent monitoring and attention to detail. Maintenance oversight prevents injury and habitability claims. One of the most common sources of liability for landlords involves property condition. Slippery walkways, faulty wiring, broken handrails, HVAC failures, and plumbing issues can all create safety hazards. If a tenant or guest is injured, you could be held responsible. Preventative maintenance and quick response times are critical in reducing risk. By implementing structured inspection schedules and proactive repair processes, we help ensure your property remains safe and compliant with habitability standards. Working with a dedicated team that provides reliable maintenance services ensures issues are documented, addressed quickly, and resolved professionally. Proper documentation of repairs can make a significant difference if a dispute arises. When tenants know their concerns are handled efficiently, it also reduces frustration and the likelihood of formal action. Proper lease structure and enforcement protects owners. Your lease agreement is your first line of defense against liability. An unclear or outdated lease can leave gaps that expose you to risk. Clear language covering maintenance responsibilities, property use, guest compliance, guest policies, insurance requirements, and default terms protects you in the event of conflict. Fulfilling lease terms consistently is just as important as drafting them correctly. Selective enforcement can create claims of discrimination or unfair treatment. We ensure leases are structured to address liability concerns specific to Pahrump rental properties. For example, you can strengthen your protection by including well-written clauses, such as those outlined in lease clauses that protect owners from liability. These clauses help define responsibilities and clarify expectations between you and your tenants. Consistency in communication and documentation reduces uncertainty and strengthens your position if legal action becomes necessary. Tenant screening reduces risk before it begins. Many liability issues stem from problematic tenants. Poor screening can result in unpaid rent, property damage, neighbor conflicts, or criminal activity on the property. Comprehensive screening procedures help minimize these risks. We evaluate credit history, rental history, employment and income verification, background checks, and references. By applying consistent screening standards, you reduce the likelihood of placing tenants who may expose you to financial or legal trouble. This proactive step is one of the most effective ways to limit liability from the start. Financial documentation shields you during disputes. Accurate financial records are essential if you ever face an audit, tenant dispute, or lawsuit. Poor accounting can make it difficult to defend yourself against claims related to rent payments, security deposits, or repair charges. We provide organized reporting and transparent bookkeeping so you can clearly demonstrate income, expenses, and security deposit handling. Structured property accounting systems reduce errors and ensure compliance with Nevada regulations. When documentation is thorough and easy and accessible, you are in a stronger position if a disagreement arises. Fair housing compliance and risk mitigation. Fair housing laws are strict and violations can carry significant penalties. Advertising language, application procedures, screening criteria, and communication must all comply with government and Nevada standards. Many liability claims stem from unintentional discrimination or inconsistent application policies. We follow standardized procedures to eliminate bias and ensure compliance. By maintaining uniform policies and documented processes, you reduce exposure to discrimination claims that could lead to costly settlements. Handling evictions properly reduces legal exposure. Evictions are sometimes unavoidable. However, improper notice procedures or documentation errors can lead to delays, dismissed cases, or tenant counterclaims. Nevada eviction laws require precise timing and specific legal steps. Missing even one requirement can risk the entire process. We ensure notices are served correctly and documentation is maintained throughout the process. Proper handling reduces delays, helps you regain possession, and minimizes risk. Local expertise matters in Pahrump. Pahrump has unique market characteristics compared to larger Nevada cities. Rental demand, tenant expectations, and property types differ from those in Las Vegas. Understanding the local landscape helps us anticipate challenges and proactively reduces risk. We monitor local rent trends, property conditions, and regulatory updates so you remain ahead of the potential liability issues. This localized expertise provides a level of protection that remote or inexperienced management cannot match. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to Freedom House Property Management anytime at 775-727-4444.